Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing an iceberg about Fortnite. We all know that game where every single Timmy plays it and every single person in the news says it's bad for you. We all know the one. So we're going to be doing an iceberg on that today. For those who still don't know what an iceberg is somehow, it's a chart full of fun facts and theories, and as you go deeper down it, they become less known. So I know a lot of you probably don't know who I am, and are probably wondering why some weird guy with background gameplay of Minecraft or something is just sitting and talking to me. Well, I'll explain that. I'm just a guy, a YouTuber, that wants to get bigger and bigger and entertain more people. So if you enjoyed today's video, click like and subscribe, but I would only do that if you enjoyed the video, so I'd wait till the end so you can get a proper opinion on it. And if you don't think it's good, maybe leave me a comment and tell me what I could have done better, so I can entertain more people. So, there won't be much visuals going on today, so I would recommend, if you're going to listen to it, I'd recommend you either watch the gameplay and just relax, or go for a bike ride, tidy your room, do something productive, or just go to sleep to my amazing audio, which I know is pretentious, but it's pretty good. Layer 1. Zapatron was a legendary sniper that came out for a limited amount of time. It was a sniper that you charged up and sent out a lightning bolt, one-tapped any enemy, including 200 HP, which is full shield, full HP. It was a very OP weapon and was removed after a short amount of time due to the fact of how it just didn't work with the game. It was just crazy OP. So, there's only actually one clip in the world of it. We'll play that clip now, and then we'll go on to the next one. Jonesy A. Peely. This refers to the Season 9 cinematic trailer, where it started with Jonesy and Peely going into the bunker for safety. And when they got in, there was just everything to do there. They had the best time ever. They were playing on other things, doing everything they wanted. They even did a little workout. And then Jonesy and Peely decided to go to the fridge for some food, and it was empty. Just nothing there. Jonesy gave Peely a look, and then when they left the bunker to safety during Season 9, in the cinematic trailer still, you could see Peely inside of a smoothie that Jonesy was drinking, and Peely was smiling, and Jonesy had a massive beard, like he was some sort of cool Santa. Okay, after that terrible joke, I think we should go on to the next one. This is just about the third default music. For those who don't know what this is, it's the fact that the default music had a third style playing over it, which was more 90s style, and some people actually enjoyed it more, but I don't think it's in the game anymore. Eye of the Storm Tracker. The Eye of the Storm Tracker was a rare backbling. When you had it equipped in your inventory, you could see where the next two circles were, instead of just where the next circle was. A lot of YouTubers made videos on this as it only came out for a few hours, but was instantly taken away. It's a bit like how the Storm Tracker is now. The sniper, I mean. Winner's Circle. The Winner's Circle is a rare music pack. It was 200 and it was made especially for the World Cup. It was first released in Chapter 2, Season 7. And I think this is here because it released for a World Cup, but it released very late, and I don't think anyone really knows why. It's a bit weird, but I guess we'll just get on to the next layer. That's right, we're up to Layer 2. The 1 million HP truck. This refers to the old ice cream truck inside of Dusty. Sorry about that, guys. Everyone used to love Dusty, we all remember it. And there was an ice cream truck there, and we all remember it had 1 million HP. People would try and break it, but they'd never get close. Then I used to remember when I'd go past it, me and my friends would break it a bit and then just run away from the storm. Never actually breaking it. I think a few YouTubers did break it, but I found one YouTuber that broke it quite recently by going back in this website, where you can turn on hacks and stuff and make it quicker to break. And in that, when he broke it, there was just one single chest underneath, but I think everyone knew about the chest, either through replay glitches visual glitches or by the fact there was a chest sound. On to the next one. Calamities Jiggle physics. I think everyone remembers this that was there. This is when, back in the day, an emote came out. The emote, and we all remember it. Calamity did it, and there was a bit of a jiggle effect. I'll play the clip now, and you'll all see what I mean. Epic actually said that it was a bug, not a feature. They quoted, "This is embarrassing and unintended," a rep said. "We are working to fix it as soon as possible." A lot of people don't think it was a bug, however. Personally, I think they did it on purpose, just to see if it would work, to try add more realistic elements to the game. But I don't think that works when you have Timmy in the corner cranking 90s at 1 second. And you have Patrick on the other corner talking about his mum while downing G-Fuel. We all know you are, Tommy. Layer 3. Infinite dab lasts forever. This is just untrue. This refers to the infinite dab emote and how people thought it would actually last forever. But it doesn't. It has a limit of 10 hours. And now it's been boosted to 15 hours. Back when it was 10 hours, Muselk made a video where he's just sat for 10 hours straight doing it. He just left his PC on and came back to every so often to make sure it didn't turn off. I think he was hoping for some kind of cool reaction at the end or something cool to happen. Maybe you'd get a special item or something like that, which I think would be a cool extra little bonus that makes the games even better. But he got to the end and just nothing happened, and he realised he wasted 10 hours. Or 10 hours of electricity anyway. Epic has been planning the Apple lawsuit since 2019, or even 2018. This refers to when a document got leaked called Project Liberty. This was during the Apple versus Epic lawsuit, as we all know about, which is getting good. So anyway, during that, when a lot of files were leaked, including skins, like LeBron James, and much, much more stuff, this was actually leaked. And it just refers to the fact that Google has been watching how their money goes down, and the annual revenue's less, and their annual plays are less, due to Apple and Google's pay cut from the game. So they started planning this. Another way you can tell it's planned is, the second they sued, Apple responded, and the second they did, Epic just dropped a video sort of thing, where it was just mocking the Apple commercial from back in the day. And that dropped straight away, so it was clearly planned. And that's why they dropped the money for V-Bucks, just so they could do that to Apple, which I think is a big baller play by Epic. The annual pass being replaced by Fortnite Crew. This refers to the fact that the Fortnite pass, the Fortnite Crew anyway, is supposed to be the annual pass, which was going to be a yearly subscription where you would be able to buy once a year the battle pass that pros were saying and content creators were saying it would be a great thing. But then we got the Fortnite Crew, which I think is actually better. It's monthly, which will make Epic more money, and they love money, so they'll stay around for a while. And you get skin, V-Bucks, and it's actually worth it. If you ever want to buy V-Bucks, it's actually quite worth it to get this. On to the next one. The Fortnite x Minecraft collab. I researched this as much as I could, and maybe I didn't go to enough corners. Maybe I should have gone on the dark web or something, I don't know. Comment in the comment section if you know what it really is, but from what I can find and what I've seen myself and what I know, this is just to do with a Minecraft map where they made Fortnite style stuff, and it was quite cool. Had a Fortnite add-on and stuff like that. It could, however, be referring to the fact that Fortnite sort of stole Battle Royale from Minecraft. It didn't, but Minecraft originally had Battle Royale through Hunger Games, which fans made themselves through coding. So it might be referring to that. The Lithium LTM. For those that missed out on this, I feel very bad for you. It was one of the best LTMs ever. It was in the game for 2 hours. Each game was very short, 5 minutes each, and gave you 5,000 XP each time. It was such a great LTM. I'm joking, guys. This is just a joke. It's just a joke LTM people made up online. And it was just to see if they could get little people upset like Timmy and Billy. and other people just upset over it. But it's quite obviously a joke if you look into it online, which I had to do a lot of research before I realised it was a joke. That it is actually just a joke. Okay, the next one is to do with the different reanimated music on PS4. This is to do with the reanimated music and the dance. So for those who haven't seen it, it's the dance as like a zombie with 800 V-Bucks and is purple rarity. So, when you click on it on PS4, and I don't know if it's still in the game, I think it was just for a short amount of time, it had just different music to everyone else. Because PS4 wanted it to be cooler and different. Layer 4. That's right, guys, we're already on to Layer 4. It should start to spice up soon. Fortnite on Nintendo Wii, and it spiced down. That went well. Anyway, this refers to an old meme where some people made a Fortnite loading screen that just had the Wii remote buttons on it. But that means a lot of Redditors had to sit there in the basement and discuss it, like they do. So everyone had a little chat about it on Reddit, and the verdict was your thing would just fly around and smash everything in your house. Which I think it should come out on the Wii U just to see if that would actually work. Because I think it would be really funny. A swing that got you permanently banned. This was a while ago, but I still remember it. I still remember trying to get myself banned on it, and all my friends worrying, thinking we were all going to get banned. So anyway, this is a swing that if you used to jump on it, of course Epic would think you're hacking. This was back when they had some anti-cheat. But this anti-cheat just thought a glitch was cheating. So they got rid of it, so now there's just no anti-cheat. Now you can just go hack, apparently. Secret Peely minigame during Season X. For those that don't know, there was actually a minigame you could play while in Season X. And it was actually quite interesting. So if you use the Kamiri code, which is in a lot of video games, I don't want to say it's pretty long. I don't want to get it wrong. But if you use that back in the day, in Season X, during the Black Hole, you'd get to play a Peely minigame. There was actually something a bit like this during the winter update, where you could actually do this, but instead of doing a Peely minigame, well, it was a Peely minigame, but instead of the same one as Season X, you could play down a little slope and get XP, and it was really cool. And I like it when they do little things like this, because I think it adds more to the game, and it shows that they care about a game more. Among Us X Fortnite collab cancelled. Now, originally I thought this was just a mobile game ad, but it turns out that it's actually due to recent things. I found it again, which I don't know why it's coming up now because it's quite old, but Hypex discovered a file titled Mole, which was related to, or maybe related to, Among Us infamous shapeshifting imposters. I'm actually going to add a different theory to it now. Since it says shapeshifting, and and imposters, there's a new imposter thing coming out in the game right now. I wonder if it has anything to do with that, but it may not. Keywords related to the Mole file also relate to mechanics found within the popular indie titles such as Cafeteria, Task, and Sabotage. However, other than these recently uncovered files, there is no evidence that Among Us and Fortnite will be crossing over. Okay guys, we're already on to Layer 5. The unvaulting was rigged. This refers to the fact during the unvaulting event that a lot of people thought it was rigged, as a lot of people didn't actually enjoy the drum gun. And a lot of people thought it wouldn't get added to the game because no one really liked it. But if you actually look into it and look what was in there, no one was only the memers were choosing the planes. And people did want the planes for funny. And so did casuals. But I think people also wanted the drum gun because it was very popular. And a lot of big streamers were saying everyone choose drum gun, everyone choose drum gun. Which we've seen can have effects in debates, as recently we saw with Minecraft during that vote, where Dream affected the entire vote by choosing the thing that would least affect the game. Okay, on to the next one. This one's another jokish one. It's what if the storm was real? This refers to a Reddit debate where basically people are debating what happens if the storm was real. What would you do? Would you fight husks? Would you go to home base? Would you just fight? Would you run? What would you do? And that's all this refers to. The reason this is so low down because you have to go into Reddit to find about this. And you have to go quite in depth with Reddit to find about it. Kit and Meow's cult are genetic experiments. This just refers to the theory that Kit and Meow's cult are actually genetic experiments. This may be partly true. However, I do not think it is confirmed. A lot of it may have come from the channel that I don't know if a lot of people know about, but they basically make Fortnite content in stories format. It's not really for me, but they get a lot of views, so I've seen it from time to time and recommended. And it's quite, I think that's where it comes from. But it may have also come from just, it makes sense, or just a theory. I don't really know where it came from, to be honest. What I do know is the next one is very, very jokey. Tim Sweeney Easter egg no one has found. From what I can find, it is a theory that there's an Easter egg somewhere of Tim Sweeney, and the reason nobody has found it is, well, because it doesn't exist. But people are saying and no one's found it because it's hidden. But I don't know. Next up, we have the Fortnite map being inspired by the real world. This refers to the fact that a lot of locations in Fortnite are actually from the real world. Including Dusty, Coral, and the clock tower from Tilted. If you can find any of these locations, not by going to them, but maybe by just researching them, tell me in the comment section. Also, somebody put up a cough tracker and see how many times I've coughed in this video. So I've got something stuck in my throat while recording, so sorry if that's affecting the audio. I think the Fortnite map being inspired by the real world is actually very interesting. I think it's really cool about how many different places there are inspired by. Even to the point where, like, history, they've added history to Fortnite. They try to add as much lore as they can. I think there's some real world history in there as well. There's also, very interestingly, Drift, which got dragged into the real world, which we're going to be talking about later on, or will we? I don't know. Llamas are alive but don't feel pain. This refers to the fact that an old theory was that llamas were actually alive due to the fact that they got put into the graveyards, and there was actually a llama graveyard that you could see. But the reason people are saying that they don't feel pain is due to the fact that they never run or anything and they never move. This theory, in my opinion, has definitely been disproved due to a few reasons. They move now. Maybe there's a new generation of llamas in the new map. Might be something to do with that. Although so maybe like something has imposted the llamas and made them dramatically better. Maybe people thought the llamas weren't good enough, so they boosted them. Or maybe Epic just thought it'd be cool. The other thing is, I think llamas do feel pain because they run away if you go near them or shoot them. But they bleed even if you go near them, using items, as well as if you shoot them. So I think they're always just in pain. And you going near them startles them again. Drift is a real person that was kidnapped. So we talked about this before. This just refers to the Season 5 cinematic trailer, where Drift was just there, he was doing some spray paint, it was being cool, and then he got kidnapped and got placed into the Fortnite world. Maybe the AI guards did it to him and then placed him there because they needed somebody. He might even have been from the HQ, we don't know yet. But that's all this refers to. And the reason it's low down is because it happened in Season 5, of course. And a lot of people didn't realise it. Old map's still in the code. This is a jokish thing. During the Travis Scott event, people were saying that the old Fortnite map was still in the code. But I believe that it actually wasn't. What people thought was going to happen is during it, the last event, everyone thought that in a minute, Travis Scott was going to lead us somewhere and the old map was going to appear. And everyone was going to think it was awesome. But it didn't happen. I don't think it should have happened that way either. Because, say, people that weren't online wouldn't have known what's happening. We were in the middle of the season, and it would have just messed up competitive and everything. So I think it's better that it didn't happen that way. I also think people don't actually enjoy the old season. They say they do, but give them an old season, they won't enjoy it as much as they think they will. Maybe some will, but I think a lot won't. Maybe the old map will come back eventually, but I don't think it's in the code. But they will have it saved somewhere, most likely. Layer 7. Free banner for killing epic players. This is just another old Reddit debate that you can't really find anymore, where Redditors were saying that you should be able to, like in other games like H1Z1, get a special item if you kill an epic employee. But this never happened and it was just a joke. Using Thanos skin and snapping kills half the lobby sometimes. Woohoo, another joke. This refers to when Thanos skin and the snap were finally in the game together. Lockhun started the video by snapping as Thanos and it killed half the lobby. For a while some people thought maybe it was real. But if you just do a bit of research or just look at the game properly, you can see that it was actually just a custom lobby and just meant to be a funny joke intro. Fortnite World Cup was rigged. This refers to the fact a lot of players believe that the Fortnite World Cup was rigged. Or maybe that Bugger just had a slight advantage. Tweets by GT Macwood, at Macwood1x, November 25th, 2019. World Cup was definitely rigged to make Bugger win. There's so much pre-recorded footage of him, and too many perfect scenarios. Not to mention that every zone was in his favour. Literally perfect clips to make a perfect story. Rigged. So from that you can see a lot of pros think that Bugger's luck was just too good. But they probably had stuff ready for every pro. Videos ready for every pro. If you're referring to the live footage, probably because Bugger was doing well. It's quite obvious. But they could probably have found clips for pretty much every player. Or every player they thought was going to win anyway. It was a great World Cup, and in my opinion, I don't think it was rigged. I think Bugger got lucky zones maybe because he knew where zones were going to be by pre-predicted zones. Maybe he was just lucky. But there was definitely skill, man. I'm excited for the next World Cup to see who can take that crown. I definitely don't think it's going to be Macwood. I don't think he'll even qual. I think a lot of it's just butthurt pros that didn't win and decided to blame the game and say Bugger was cheating. But I bet a lot of them don't think that anymore. Layer 8. Fortnite takes place in a dream. This refers to the Galactus event, where apparently Season 4 and 5, Chapter 2, may have been a dream. And a lot of little kids were worried that they were going to lose all their items, but this was not going to happen. It's low down due to the fact that it is a very hard thing to find, I believe. I looked a lot and there wasn't much real evidence for this. But it's just a thing. It might have been another pre-chapter thing, but it wasn't real. Fortnite is going to turn into a social platform. Yeah, a lot of Epic CEOs have discussed this one. I don't know how this one's just so low down. It doesn't make sense, really. But it's just to do with the fact that they don't want Fortnite just to be a game anymore. They make money off the Unreal Engine. So they want Fortnite to become a platform like Minecraft is at the moment. So they want it to last for the another 10 years. And they want it to be big, and they want it to be as big as they can. They want to have a social platform instead of a game. And I think that's what they're working towards. Lex Fortnite skin, anime finally found. Lex is a fictional character from the American post-apocalypse television show The 100. A lot of people didn't know what Lex was from. I theorised she was from Marvel for some reason, because I'm stupid. People thought she was from a cancelled Fortnite anime. People thought a lot of things, but no, she's just from an anime in America, and it's just a TV show. I don't know why it's just so low down. It might be because a lot of people just never found it. Okay, guys. I think that's the end of the iceberg. May have not been the best iceberg ever, but I really enjoy making these iceberg videos, and I want to make more of them one day. Right now I'm actually working on a Coca-Cola iceberg. I know, Coca-Cola iceberg should be cool. I'm working on a FIFA World Cup iceberg. Maybe I'll work on a Wetherspoons iceberg. Maybe a KFC iceberg. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an iceberg collab with Panther one day. Maybe I won't collab. I don't know what's for the future of this channel much more. But I just do know that I'm going to get everyone to get a Pepsi Max, to sit back, to relax, and again listen to my awesome audio. And this one's for the people that are asleep right now. Wake up, get out of bed, go do something active. Or carry on sleeping. I don't know. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye, and see you next week.